Good morning, everyone. How are we today? I hope you're all feeling well. And if you're in Queensland and it's hot, I hope you've got the aircon going so you can cool off. So today we're doing the link together again. So we did that card yesterday, and we're going to do another one of it today. My name's Suzi. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So I can help you out with anything paper crafting. So papers, inks, designer series paper, blends, anything, as long as you don't already have a distributor. So all my information is below in the more box, or you can go over to my Facebook page and send me a message from there if you like. Or my email's there, my phone number, whichever you want. Text me. If you need any help, just let me know. So, what are we going to do today with our link kit? So, link together. I keep wanting to say link it because maybe that's the toll place that I have to pay money to every time I go over a bridge or in a tunnel. So, it's linked together. So, just so I get it right. So, it's Fun Fold Friday. So, and I have worked out a fun fold. Mind you, this came to me in the middle of the night, more or less. That's when I always do my best thinking. Something wakes me up. And I was the same when I was working. Hi, Nicole, how you going? Hope it's not too bad down there that you're not getting anything from that cyclone. Our prayers are with everybody down there. For I think Port Hedland has said was going to be hit, so our prayers will be with everybody there today. So yes, so I forgot what I was going to say then. That's normal. So yeah, a Fun Fold Friday, that's what I was going to say. So I've worked, as I said, I woke up in the night and had these thoughts of what I was going to do. Of course, then I couldn't get back to sleep, could I? So let's hope this works out the way it's supposed to. So without further ado, we'll go down to the craft desk because I don't like rabbiting on for too long. People get sick of hearing you talk all the time, so I prefer to keep it brief. So I can sort of tell you about different things going on. And my camera, when I put everything back yesterday, has moved. I told you yesterday I've decided to change everything around on my desk, and it didn't work. So then I had to change it all back again, didn't I? So our fun fold is going to be a double Z fold. So I got the original one here, and then we've got a baby one that will sit in there like that. And the only reason I cut it out was because when I did the first one here, I did it wrong. So I had this part right, but when I cut the second lot out, I'd cut the paper on. So yeah, you might get a bit of wind and rain from it, Nicole. I know when we get them up here, a couple of days later it sort of drifts down and we get heavy rain and wind. So, but our thoughts are with everybody there. So what I was saying was I did this part right, okay, but then when I did this, it was nothing like this. This had a bigger piece, and it was all in the cutting of the two pieces out. Hi Deborah, how are you going? Just making sure. Oh, you've had more snow and ice. Oh, be careful. So yeah, so it's the way that the paper had to be cut. So it had to be cut at 5.5 inches on the long way. So then one piece made this, which was 5.5 by 8.5 inches, scored at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. So that was fine. It was this piece, because I cut it the other way, it didn't work out. So then on the other half of the paper, because it was cut in half, so we had this, so we cut that paper in half again. So the small Z fold is 5.5 by 3 3/4, scored at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. So even though I thought I was doing it right, I wasn't. So what we've done today is we're going to use this. So yesterday, we used the dies, not the dies, the masks, and we made this one up. And you can use any colour you want. It's only paper. If it doesn't look the way you want it to, just turn it over and do it again, or get a clean piece of paper and do it again. There's no damage really done. You can do whatever you want. So I was quite happy with that one, the way it turned out. So I'm going to do this. Now, I don't know about my colour scheme at the moment. And I looked at it on a triadic. So if I do, what did I have? Cajun Cray. So Cajun Cray. So using it on a triadic, I can actually use Highland Heather. So I think that's what I'm going to use. I did bring out wild wheat, because I think wild wheat always looks nice with this as well. So I did cut this out already, but I don't want that colour, so we're going to work on it. And I have cut some other bits and pieces out while I was watching the rain. So I've got those diamond shapes, but I don't know whether I'm going to use them. So I'm actually going to cut this piece out in Highland Heather. Sometimes I think my colour schemes are a bit how's your father sort of thing, but they seem to turn out okay. I love using colour, and I love mixing colours. And sometimes what you don't think will go does. It's just a matter of going with the flow of what you think. So we're using our little mini again. Ooh. was a little bit of a tough one to get through, wasn't it? So what happens is, depending on where you put it, you could use this too. So you can always keep hold of it and cut it down or whatever. Sometimes, though, you just have so much paper, thinking, oh, I'll keep that and I'll use it, and then you never do. Oh, here it is. It's after mine. So as you all know, at the moment, we have a fabulous joining offer. So normally our offer is $235 worth of product for $169, which is a great deal just in itself. But what Stampin' Up have done is they've upped the ante. So they've given you two choices. First choice is you can get 2 packets of Stampin' Right markers, which are these ones. They're water-based. Not to confuse with our blends. Our blends are alcohol-based. So if you put this on a stamp, you would ruin it. It wouldn't come off. It'd be no good. But with these, you can actually draw on the stamp itself, may colour it in. So say you wanted flower in 2 colours, colour it in, green on your leaves, and then you've got to huff on it a couple of times to make the ink wet again, sort of thing, and then you stamp it. And I've got one that I stamped, if I can find it. No, it's top of my head, it's not here. But this is also with the option 1. And see this here, handmade by. So you can put these on the back of your cards, and it'll say, when people say, Suzanne made that, or Deborah made that, or Nicole, or whoever made it. So you can't buy this. I got it on pre-order for being a demonstrator. So you can't buy it. So the only way you get it is becoming a demonstrator. Option 2 is an extra $51 worth of product added to your $235. So depending on what you want, that's what which one you want to take, option 1 or option 2. If you're just starting out, probably the option 1 would be great, but that's your choice. So we've got rid of all those little bits that were in there. So we'll get rid of these, put them in the bin. My son and his dog's gone out today, which is good again, because then I don't have to worry about it. Gone to annoy my other son. They're both car mad. So, and Zeus is still being a little bit of a naughty boy, and hissing and growling at Marla when he thinks there's nobody watching. So let's have a look what we've got here. So we've got this. Now, what my idea was is we've still got to put some paper on there, and I might back this, I don't know. But what I thought was putting this here, like that, and then I've cut some sparkles out. You like the die cut? Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? And what I thought I'd do is use it like a trellis. This is just an idea at the moment. Putting these at probably different levels, and we can tuck them under the diamond shapes too. And then I've cut out flowers. So I've cut out some white flowers and some little pink flowers, and I thought I'd put them on top of each other, and then we can put them on the trellis. So that's my idea so far. So we do need some paper to cover this. So the one thing I didn't do was look at what sort of paper I wanted to go there. So we don't want anything too jazzy because we're using the flowers. So we want something that's fairly plain. So I'm just wondering if we could put that on. It's got a bit of gold in it, but it's plain-ish, if that makes sense. Otherwise, we could have something like this one, which is country lace. I don't mind this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. Whether you think this grey lacy one or, oh look, that's the green lacy one, not green. Oh yes, it is. I think it's soft sea foam. That's pretty. And the others are like darker ones, I think, too. So as I say, we want something pretty neutral because we're going to have so much going on with the flowers. So I think my thoughts are either the grey, change that one. So either the grey or the soft sea foam. Which one do you think will look? So let me know in the comments what you think which one would be nicer to use. It's got a pattern, but it's a little bit sort of nondescript, you could say. Certainly can. So there you go. There's the lattice on the top. The grey. That was my thought too, Nicole. Deborah, what do you think? So I'll take these things out for now. And so some of my choices sort of think a bit wild. The grey does blend nice, doesn't it? So now we have to cut paper to go on here. So I made me little scribble notes so that I could work it out. So we want 5 1/4. This isn't directional because you can have it anyway. So 5 1/4. By 4. Now, so that piece will go in there. And then I want 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. I don't like these 8 of things. So I've got my little chart down here. I never was any good at fractions as a kid, so I want 7/8. So we got 3/4, and then the next big line after that. So that would be there. That looks too wide. It is. It's 1 7/8, not 2 7/8. What a deal. Thought it looked big. Now so that goes on there like that. I don't know whether I want to put one on there, but we'll cut one out just in case I decide to. So that's that. Now we want our smaller one. So we want 2.5 by 4 inches. And that's going to go this way, isn't it? I don't know, still works out right. And then we want 1 7/8. By 2.5. So that's our ones for there. Okay. Now onto a piece of white paper. I'll put that away now. I always do that. So because I want it to go on top of our grey piece, so I actually want the white piece to go on the large part, which was 4 1/4. No, 5. What do we do it at? So I had 4 by 5 1/2, I think it was. Five and a quarter. So we don't want 5. So if it was 5 1/4, we want to 5. Got bits of paper flying everywhere here. 4, 3 3/4. Should be right. There we go. So that's all right there. So let's put this together, what we've got so far. It's got to have a mouthful of coffee. And my throat gets so dry. I'm thinking I might put a piece there because then it looks like it's finished. You're not going to see a lot of it. So I just like to do things that are something different instead of the same all the time. So I'll put our white piece. Now I'll leave that because I'm going to put a greeting on it. So I'll just put in the grey piece. I'll get there eventually. Glue. So I'm using my Tombow. Woo! That one came out. Oh, I did my nails. Hi, Ray. How you going? Lovely card you did. It was gorgeous. So then we're going to put this one on. And I am going to put this one on the inside just to make it look I don't know, finished off. And I never do straight, so that's why I like my Tombow because I can just give it a little shuffle around. So there's our first bit done. Now we'll do our other piece. Actually, I want to chop a bit off that. I don't know why it's all the way across. It was on there. Just a little tiny bit more. I love this when you've glued it all up and then you want to take some off. So my girlfriend sends me a message yesterday when she was coming home from her course on the train. And she said, "Do you eat mushrooms and olives?" And I said, "Yes." So I don't know who made it, whether Peter made it, her husband, or what. I should imagine it would have been Peter. She comes with this big dish, huge dish. Looks like a bolognese sauce. So that's what we'll be having for dinner tonight. So I just have to do some pasta. And I took Zeus for a walk out the front last night because Marla had a bone, or chicken neck, whatever it was. And the backyard's not that big, so I didn't want Zeus going to her while she was eating. So I took her out the front, took him out the front instead. Okay, let's see what we've got now. So we're going to decorate now. We can go down there with that. So now I'm just wondering if I should put a plain No, you got to go shopping. So let's see what we're going to do with that. And when I said, Lorraine, that we've done it again, I'm using the little flowers of the same suite as you did. I couldn't believe it. So there you go. So I want to get that sort of in the middle. Take out my little sponge. Now, if I work on those two slits, so if I go between them or just after them, I should be fine. So I want to get that sort of. So it's not going to be holding on by a lot there, just by those little bits on the top. It must be. I couldn't believe it when I'd already cut mine out, and you were starting doing yours, and you had the same set. Now, I'm not quite sure where these are going to go, so I'm just dabbing here and there. So we'll have one that starts down here, because I want to put them under so it looks like it's a trellis work. And I thought we'd have sparkles today instead of just plain green. Always got to have a bit of sparkle. Do you realise, Lorraine, we're only a month away from on stage? So I just want these at different levels. I've got another one if I decide to put another one up here. So now we're on our itty bitty little flowers. I'm going to sort of fold the petals up a bit. Okay, no problem. Enjoy your shopping. I've got to go down the shops. And these are a little fiddly to do. That's a bit small, that one. I might actually put glue dots on these. I think it'll be because we're sticking glitter on glitter. Yeah, I've already started on my swaps. Started. And that's it. It is going to be so much fun. I've got another one that's bigger than that. I don't know where it is though. Whoops. Oh, good one. Stuck to my nail. So this will probably be the only on stage I ever go to because it's been held in Brisbane. So, and if you add airfares onto it, it's quite expensive. I don't know where my other ball thing is. So I'm trying to put these in the middle of the other petals. Just so we get a bit of definition in them. Probably about 20 minutes to half an hour in the car. And depending on traffic, of course, the highway gets pretty clogged up depending on what hour you go there. But we don't have to be there till I think it's between 1 and 3 that we have to go and log in. I'll go and let them know that we're there, whatever. Sticking to my fingers. These little flowers came from Unbounded Love or Unbound Beauty or whatever it was called. So I wanted, instead of cutting one flower at a time, because I wanted a few of them, I remembered that one had flowers that you could cut like half a dozen out in one go. So I was cutting out my flowers, and then I went to watch Lorraine's video, and she's using the same set. It's quite funny. Quite often do that. So I had this thought sometime during the middle of the night. Yeah, it's much easier doing it um, with the glue dots than messing around with the other glue. So what's everybody got planned for the weekend? No, it's not too bad. And once I get there in the car, um, Lorraine's husband's going to drop her off here because Lorraine's at Maryborough, which is probably 2 hours or more drive for her. So he's going to drop her off here, and we will go in my car to the city. And once we get to where we're staying, we just park the car and leave it. you, you never know. You never know, Deborah. Oh, dear me. I think I only need one more, but I think I'm going to want to put it up here. So if I can stick it down, I don't want. Okay, that I think will do. Do you ever get that you make a card and you're so happy the way it turns out that you don't want to give it away? I have about 4 cards. No, like 5 cards. Which reminds me, I've got to go and post that with a birthday card that I've made and put on display that I just don't want to give them away. I thought I'd done that flower. Did I? Oh, sure I did the other flower. If I did, I've lost it. I need another pink. Oh, there it is. Oh, sure I did it. I'm going crazy. Okay, so these are the dies. So you've got the small dies and then you've got the big dies. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I keep going to call you Deborah because that's what comes up on my screen. And I know you like Debbie. So I say Deborah and then I go to say Debbie afterwards. I think, oh, she likes that better. So I'm just going to cut a row of flowers out. I only want one. Can always put the others in the... Hi Donna, how you going? Good to see you. Whoops. Flew out the other end, didn't it? I'll put that there. I only want one flower. But I was sure I did it. But then I'll probably find it afterwards. I'm just thinking because this has got to go over here too. Oops. So if I put it on the bottom, that wasn't very smart, was it? So I didn't need another one after all. Although we can always put it on the front of the other one. Now, see what I mean? You have this idea in your head and go, oh no, not both of you together. Plan B, that's exactly right. So instead of having it in the middle, we'll have it down here. And I can always put some flowers down here. So that will go on there like that. And also, because we've got this in here, so we'll put that in now. Let's get sorted. So they say there's never any wrong moves in card making. So how about we have hope is believing in a brighter tomorrow. I like that. I use it quite a bit for sayings in it. So this one, for some reason, so we want hope. So for some reason I've got it sticking on the actual words. There's hope. So yep. So there's hope. We've all got hope, haven't we? So we want hope is believing in a brighter tomorrow. There we go. So I have to put these two together, sort of thing. So now I need a block. And I haven't used any of these two, so I have to smush them on a piece of, I'm going to do it on this paper, that'll do, colour. I think we'll do it in a purple. Well, I'm going to do it in the Gorgeous Grape because I know the Highland Heather is quite light. I'm going to smush this. That's good. And I just stuck my finger in the ink. So I'm going to do it up a bit because don't forget we've got to put that piece in. Now, where did I get it on? Oh, I found the flower. It stuck to my hand. All right. So here we go. So we've got to put, so if we fold it like that, we'll put glue on this side and we'll put glue on this side. Okay, and then when we turn it over, we can put that there, and then this one will go here. And then we can add some bit of a bit of decoration to so we want to put that at the edge there. And now I've got purple ink on me. Okay, I've got a smudge. So you know what we're going to do there, don't you? We're going to put a flower there. Oh, sorry. How's that? My apologies. I was engrossed in trying to get it working. So pen B is we do a little bit of extra stuff. Now I had this all worked out in my head how I was going to do it, and forgot about having to put this other Z fold on there. So I might cut out another green leaf and a couple more of these, and we'll bring it leading up into, get rid of that so I don't put any more purple on me. So it's a good job, isn't it, that it's paper and we can manipulate it to the way we want to. So we've got one there. So I need white. And I need the vine out of here. There we go. Honestly, one day I'll have this worked out that my desk will be neat and tidy. I don't know what year that will be. So I got some green, and I want some white. Whoop, white. You're welcome. Sorry, Nicole, I didn't realise I'd gone so far down. Scissors. So I do a couple of green stems and bring in our mini. I just put it there because I don't want to damage it. So that's one green one. Let me take a pic. Isn't it funny when you have it all laid out in your head what you're going to do, and then you just think, oops, the daisy, can't do that. Won't work. It's all part of the fun. And we might not use all this, but just in case. I could have so this is the white one. I'm not cutting straight, but that doesn't matter. Okay, let's see what damage we can do. Oh, it's always something, isn't it? So just poke these out. We won't need all these. We might only need one. We could put the other one off like that. What do you think? Just one? Or should we put that one off to the side like that? Let me know in the comments what you think we should do. I think I'll put the pink flowers in here. No, because they're not away. trouble is, when you're working in a mess, you then can't find anything. And that's why I couldn't find them, because they're still in the dark. My sentiments inside. That needed to go down a bit. The sentiment's what I did inside, and just looking at it now, it needed to go up a bit. Just slightly. There we go. So it's got to be level with that other one. So we got that one inside. We could put another sentiment there. And just put one flower. Going up like that, maybe in the middle. What can we put there? We've got hope for tomorrow. We could put have a blessed day. I don't know. I don't know whether I want to put a sentiment on the front. I'm going to put this on. Good job I didn't use tearing tape on that, isn't it? Because I was going to. Oh, phone's going off like crazy. So, get rid of these. So the idea was there. Usually I do one before I put it all together. And because I thought I had it exactly the way I wanted it. So see what can happen when you've got one thing in your mind. and then you need to go to and do something else. So you've always got to have that thought, I guess, that when it doesn't go exactly right as planned, then you can do your adjustment. So I'm just moving this around a bit because I want to get it into the between the other petals. So the idea was okay. We just had to adjust it slightly. I was forgetting about this piece going on. Just bend our flowers up a little bit so it gives them a bit of depth. Okay, so I think that's enough on there. So I'm not sure whether I want to put a greeting on. Still, it should have been up a little higher, I think. Got a bit of purple there, so I'm going to stick another flower. That's where I stuck my thumb in it. And nobody will know that it was there. This one probably won't sit up as well because the other part's going to go over it. Now, do we want another hope? Lifetime of Love, we used that. We've got Hope is believing in if you want to hide the insert center. Yeah. Good thinking, Nicole. Good thinking. We could do that too. It's still going to show it through a bit, but not as much. I didn't have that planned out too well, did I? We could just put it along there and put a couple of flowers Good thinking. Thank you, Nicole. And that's what makes us a community. When we share ideas. So, because sometimes, like, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even see it, but Nicole did. So sometimes it's, getting insight from other crafters. It's really good. Now here's one that's already bent up, so I'll put that one there. So we can stick that there. That will cover that one up. But I don't think we'll worry about a sentiment because I think there's too much on here as it is to put another sentiment down here. So I'll put another flower. It was, wasn't it, Donna? Sometimes you don't see what's in front of you. And that goes with all sorts of things, not just crafting. Okay, so that's it as add another piece so that they connect to the bottom. We can do that. We just need another bit of green, don't we? See? Good thinking. Let's just get our little... I just love it when you get involved in what we're doing with suggestions. What do I want? I want the leaf, which is in... No, it's not in there. No, there it is, right in front of my nose. Look at that. And we've got enough flowers there, so we'll just do a bit more greenery. Okay. Put that there like that. It turned out to be a bit of a heavy card, isn't it? got lots of stuff on it. Oh, sorry. I didn't even know that was up. My apologies. There you go. I'll just put a couple of more flowers on here, and now I think we've got quite enough. Very different than what I envisaged last night. Now, I was going to put some diamantes in the flowers, but I think that'll be a bit too much. What do you think? I think we have enough glitz on there. So, want a bit of we need some wink somewhere. Put some wink on it. Yeah, there's enough flowers. That's what I'm saying. I don't think. You think it's elegant? Not too much? I thought it was a bit too much. See, I didn't intend doing these on the bottom when I first thought about it. Oops. So, I have two more of these open somewhere, but I can't find them. No, it's sitting there. Come on. Ooh, it's a new one. It's coming out in blobs. There we go. So there we have it. I'll come back up to the top. I don't think we need to put any more okay, there we go. So that was a bit of a conundrum, wasn't it? So I think it turned out all right in the end, though. So could have done with the sentiment up a bit more, and maybe not as big a sentiment if you really think about it. And we've got all our flowers, so I don't think we need any diamantes in the flower centres, because we've got enough clips on this for a lifetime. So thank you so much for being with me and helping me. I appreciate all suggestions that are made, and that's how we become a community, is because we help each other out. So for all the people, as I said in the beginning, for all the people in Western Australia facing this Cat 5 cyclone, our thoughts are with you, and hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. So have a great day, everyone. I've got to nip down the shops now. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, can you please give me a like, a share, or ring that notification bell, and you'll get notified when I'm on next. So I'll be back Monday at 10:30 again. So we'll see what we'll do then, but a different set. So thank you so much, and you have a great day and a great weekend, and I'll hopefully see you Monday. Bye.